Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
We head to 79 Wistful Vista and see what's going on in the household of Fibber McGee and Molly, going back to May 28, 1946. And guess what? It is the McGees' wedding anniversary. And I'm just curious, has everybody remembered?
The Johnson Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson's Wax products for home and industry present Fibber McGee and Molly with Bill Thompson, Gail Gordon, Arthur Q. Bryan, Lee Benaderet, and me, Harlow Wilcox. The script is by Don Quinn and Phil Leslie. The music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. It's a horrible thing for a woman to have a new dress, a new hairdo, and still be wondering if her husband will remember that this is their wedding anniversary. Apropos of which, just outside the La Parisienne Beauty Salon, we find the very social Mrs. Carstairs and the very sociable Mrs. McGee of Fibber McGee and Molly.
You really like my hair this way, Millicent?
My dear, it's simply stunning. I haven't seen such a happy-looking wave since my niece got out of the Navy.
Well, I hope McGee notices it. This is our wedding anniversary, you know.
You mean he's forgotten it?
Oh, I don't think he's forgotten it exactly. He just hasn't remembered it yet. I think I can bring it to his attention in my delicate way, if I have to beat him over the head with the calendar.
Personally, I handle the matter somewhat differently. I always leave a note on Mr. Carstairs' shaving mirror wishing him a happy anniversary. That gives him all day to pretend he'd remembered it too and buy me something expensive to quiet his conscience.
Does it always work, Millicent?
Last year it worked 4 times.
Well, McGee won't be... Oh, heavenly days. Yoo-hoo, Otis. Otis Cadwallader, yoo-hoo.
Well, hello, Molly. Nice to see you. I'm sorry I haven't got time to talk, but I'm on my way to the airport.
Well, happy landings, Otis.
Thank you, Molly. Remember me to, what's his name, your husband?
I will, Otis. He'll be very... goodbye.
Good heavens, my dear. Wasn't that Governor Cadwallader?
Yes, a very old friend of mine. If I hadn't married McGee, I probably would have married Otis. Ah, lucky me.
Lucky? You mean you wouldn't want to be the governor's wife?
No, it'd be too much etiquette for me, Millicent. I wouldn't know which knife to use on the filet mignon and which to use on the politicians. Well, I've got to be getting home now.
Well, can I give you a lift, Mrs. McGee? It would save you a lot of time. The traffic is terrible these days.
Yes, particularly with so many cars on the street. Oh, McGee, I'm home, dearie.
Huh? Oh, hi, Molly. What'd you say?
I said I'm home.
Oh, you been out?
Yeah, for a while. Notice anything different about me?
Different? Well, let me look at you a minute. Oh, I know, you're not wearing a hat.
I was, but I just took it off, so you could see.
See what?
My hair.
What's the matter with your hair? It looks all right to me. Quit worrying about it.
Thanks. How about this dress?
Fine, I like it.
Good.
I've always liked that dress.
It's a new one.
Oh, it is? Well, it's very pretty. What are you celebrating, kiddo?
Dearie, don't you know what day this is?
What day? No, Oh, my gosh. Well, This is May 28th, and I didn't get my copy of Field and Stream. I'll write them guys a letter that'll... What's the matter, Molly?
Oh, nothing. I was just hoping that... Well, never mind. Say, do you know who Mrs. Carstairs and I met downtown? Otis Cadwallader. Oh, we had such a nice chat.
What? Cadwallader? I never did have any use for that guy. Him and his Stutz Bearcat and coonskin coat. Skin coon coat. Look, Molly, I never mentioned this before.
Yes?
But I once caught him cheating at croquet. He skipped the middle wicket.
Well, I'm sure he didn't mean to, dearie. And you don't have to be jealous anymore. I'm glad I married you. That certain day in May.
I'm glad you did, too, Tootsie. You wouldn't have been half as happy with...
Come in.
Hello there, kids.
Well, my goodness. Hello there, old-timer.
Hi, old-timer. What's on your mind?
I was just passing by, Johnny, and I thought I'd... Hey, you're looking mighty pretty there, daughter. New hairdo, eh? And a new dress.
Yes. You like it?
Like it? It's prettier than a guinea hen sitting on a haystack in a full moon.
Well, thank you, I think.
What was it you said you wanted, old-timer?
Hey! Oh, I was just passing by, Johnny, and I thought I'd tell you I seen an old friend of yours downtown. O.D. Cadwallader.
What do you mean, friend of mine? That slab-sided, money-hungry, boat-grabbing wolf in wolf's clothing? That guy's so two-faced he could dance cheek to cheek in a broom closet.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, McGee. I think Otis has always been a very nice man. The kind who remembers birthdays and wedding anniversaries and things.
Well, I've known Odie for many a year, kids, and he's come a long way, too. Must be worth $1 million.
Oh, at least.
He may have it, but he ain't worth it.
No. No used to feel that way about it, Johnny. Just because you young fellers started out together and one of you is rich and one of you is you.
Why, of course not. Money isn't everything.
No, sir. Believe me, Johnny, you wouldn't want to do what Odie has done to get all that dough. You could have had $1 million, too, if you'd want to make that filthy money the way Odie made it.
Gee, really? How did he make it, old-timer?
He worked for it. Well, so...
May 28th, 1946, Fibber McGee and Molly on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
Thanks for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now more Fibber McGee and Molly. May 28, 1946. Has McGee forgotten the wedding anniversary?
McGee?
Huh?
Look, do you think it's true that if a couple have been married a long time like we have, that if one of them thinks very hard about something, the other one usually knows what she's thinking?
Absolutely. I've always believed that there. Why?
Well, concentrate. I'm thinking of something. What significance, if any, has the 28th of May to you and me?
28th of May, what's your... Oh, my gosh, the 28th of May. Is that today?
Indeed it is, dearie.
This is the day I get my gray pants back from the cleaners. Hot dog. Imagine you remembering that. That's marvelous, Ma.
Thank you. I thought for a minute you weren't going to... Oh, dear. Come in. Oh, hello, Dr. Gamble. Come right in.
Thank you, Molly. Hi, Needlepoint. What are you wandering around town for? Get kicked off the staff at the hospital and none too soon?
No, sack seat. I just got in a fresh shipment of arsenic, which naturally reminded me of you, so I thought I'd drop in and say hello.
Well, it's nice to see you, Doctor.
I can return the compliment doubled and redoubled, my dear. Your new hairdo is extremely becoming. It's a new dress, too, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Doctor. I got it especially for today. This is a very special occasion for us, you know.
It is?
Oh, I'll say it is, boy. After 5 weeks, the dry cleaners are finally sending back my gray pants.
From the pained expression on your wife's face, Lip Switch, I would say that you were walking down memory lane with one foot in the gutter. Incidentally, Scuttlebutt, I saw an old friend of yours downtown this morning, Otis Cadwallader.
Yeah, that fathead is no friend of mine. I hated him in high school, and I hate him now. That apple polisher, bootlicker, teacher's pet.
None of mine ever did.
You know, Doctor, Otis was sort of an old flame of mine.
But she married me.
Yes, just goes to show what a drip can do to a flame.
Oh, yeah? Well, he wasn't so much competition, Fatso. Molly knew right from the start which was the best man.
Of course I did.
Then why did you marry this one? Don't answer that. It's too late to do anything about it anyway. But to me, it's like picking a donkey out of a bunch of racehorses.
Personally, I think donkeys are cute, Doctor. And I read someplace that donkeys are the most patient of all animals.
Thanks, kid.
Well, if you'd practiced medicine as long as I have, you'd think that patients were the donkeys of all animals. Which reminds me, I better get back to the barn and look at a few of them. So long, Beauty and the Beast.
Isn't he a sweet old character?
He's old and he's a character. But if he's sweet, we got sand in the sugar bowl.
Well, I think he's nice. McGee, would it bother you if I played the piano a little while?
Not at all, kiddo, not at all. Go right ahead. I love to hear you play the piano.
All right. Remind you of anything, dearie?
Oh, now, let me see. Oh, I know. Yes, we have no bananas.
No, pet. How about this one?
Oh, I remember that one. That's, now, wait a minute. It's an old army song, ain't it?
No. But if something doesn't happen pretty quick, it's going to be one of the greatest battle hymns of all time. Now, look, McGee, this has gone far.
Hello, folks.
Hello, Mr. Wilcox.
Hi, Junior.
Say, you certainly look beautiful, Molly. New dress, new coiffure.
New what, Junior?
Coiffure.
Have you, Molly?
Certainly.
Let's see it.
Take a look.
Where?
That's her hair. Where do you suppose?
Where in her hair? I don't see any coif. What was that again?
Coiffure, dearie. That's a French word, meaning you'll keep coming back to us because you'll never be able to comb it this way yourself.
Say, now that you mention it, Molly, I notice you're doing it up different. Looks very chic.
Well, thank you very much, sweetheart. You say the nicest things to me, if you're prodded hard enough.
Say, Molly, I saw an old friend of yours downtown today, Otis Cadwallader.
Yes, I saw him too, Mr. Wilcox.
Say, Molly, didn't he once fling a little woo at you? Before you and Fibber decided that a home was warmer than a porch swing?
Yes, he did, Junior. He was the banker's son, with the underslung roadster and the wood-burning outfit and the overworked brains. He was such a heel, they say O'Sullivan once sued him for infringement.
Oh, now, McGee, Otis was a very nice boy. Though I'll admit I was rather impressed by that big shiny car of his.
Well, naturally. Women love to see a well-kept, gleaming automobile.
Ladies and gentlemen, will those of you who know what's coming next please jiggle the ground wire of your radio? Thank you. Go ahead, Waxy. I just didn't want you to catch anybody flat-footed. Let's play fair with this, I always say.
Okay, I was just going to say that a car polished with Johnson's Car New is a good car to ride in.
I thought.
Because a man who is proud of his car's appearance and careful to protect it against road grime and dust and dampness is probably a careful driver, too.
Oh, now, Mr. Wilcox, car new as a safety device is rather far-fetched, isn't it?
Well, I don't think so. It's a matter of character. If a driver is reckless with his car's finish, letting it get grimy, spotted, and faded, he's apt to have a don't-care attitude about other things.
Yeah, but Cadwallader had 2 chauffeurs to do the work on his, so he doesn't get...
Now, there's no hard work to using Johnson's Car New. You know that.
He didn't do the work.
You just spread it on, let it dry, and wipe it off with a soft cloth.
Wait it on hand.
It cleans as it polishes.
Didn't do it himself.
Car New is like a paid-up life insurance policy.
Why is it, Mr. Wilcox?
It protects your finish. Say, pal, speaking of Cadwallader, Doc Gamble says if Molly had her pick between him and you, and took you, What a horrible mug he must have been.
I'll say he was. Hey, now, wait a minute there. You're insinuating
The
that
opinion just expressed was Dr. Gamble's and does not necessarily reflect the opinion of my sponsor, S.C. Johnson & Son Incorporated, or myself. This is the National Broadcast... so long now.
Oh, well, dearie, I suppose I might as well go upstairs and put my new dress away.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
Unless you think we might be going out somewhere tonight.
Such as where?
Oh, I don't know, maybe to a restaurant or a nightclub or someplace.
Nah, let's save that for some special occasion.
Like maybe our anniversary or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what day this is, don't you?
Sure, Tuesday. Hey, when my gray pants come, let me know, will you, Molly?
Yes, dearie. Now you just relax and don't get excited about anything.
Okay.
A-hinting we will go, a-hinting we will go, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, a-hinting we will go.
A-hinting we will go. Funny how that brogue of hers hangs on. I remember one time... Come in.
Hi, mister.
Oh, hi there, Teeny. Say, I haven't seen you for a long time. Where have you been the past few weeks?
Cut for time.
Oh. Well, it's nice to have you back, sis. I was afraid... Hey, what you got on your finger there?
Oh, this is a cigar band, mister. Willie Toops put it on my finger. We're engaged.
You are, eh? I said you are, eh?
Are what?
You're engaged to Willie Toops.
Gee, how'd you know, mister? Did Winchell carry it?
Doggone it, you just told me yourself.
Oh, and it was supposed to be a secret. Gee, will Willie ever be sore if it gets around?
No, don't worry, sis. I'll clam up. But aren't you and Willie a trifle damp behind the ears to be considering marriage?
Why, mister, I think that when a woman chooses her life partner, it is best that she know him as well as possible.
That's what I mean.
I believe that with faith and understanding in one another, married people can surmount any obstacles which life may present.
Surmount any what, sis?
Obstacles?
I think you mean obstacles.
Okay. Anyway, I have studied Willie's character, and I think he is the type which he will never leave the refrigerator door open. And he will always bring me flowers and candy, which I like chocolate caramels the best. And I bet you, if we get married, he will never, never forget our wedding anniversary either, I bet you.
Well, I hope he doesn't, sis. If there's anything a man can do that'll put him in the doghouse quicker than anything else, it's forgetting his own wedding anniversary.
I'll say. When's yours, mister?
When's my what?
Wedding anniversary?
Oh, not until a long way long about in... Ooh. Oh, my gosh. May the 28th. So that's what... Ooh.
Hey, mister, what you doing? What you banging your head against the wall for?
Go away, sis, go away. And tell Willie to get your wedding tattooed on his thumb. Your wedding day. Oh, if I ain't a dope. Oh, what a fool I am. Oh, what a cad. What a rotter. What a thoughtless, selfish, inconsiderate bounder. What a stupid oaf. What a callous jerk. What a mean, narrow, nasty, ingrown egotist. Why, come in.
McGees residence?
Yeah?
I am from the wistful vista flowers of the language of love, and why not send that dear one a fragrant remembrance florist? 722 Oak Street. Call us at any time. We'll send you rose a poppy or your poppy a rose. Just ask for Sweet William the florist who knows.
What are you talking about?
Package for you. Sign here.
What's in it?
Flowers. What's the matter? Is your nose deep?
Flowers, eh? Now, who's sending my wife flowers? Aha, just as I thought. Happy anniversary to Molly from an old admirer, Otis Cadwallader. Why, that rat. I'll fix him. Where's my fountain pen? Now then. Dear Molly, many happy returns of the day. Your loving husband, Fibber. I'm a dirty, underhanded thief, but anything's fair in love. Hey, Molly! Oh, Molly!
Yes, McGee?
Package just came for you.
Package for me?
Yeah.
Who on earth is that from? I wasn't expecting it. What is this? Flowers.
Looks like it, kiddo.
Heavenly days. I wonder who... Oh, dear. Oh, what magnificent roses. Look, McGee, aren't they beautiful?
Who sent them? Read the card.
How did I know? Dear Molly, many happy returns of... Oh, McGee, you shouldn't have done it. Oh, you darling. You did remember our anniversary. You were fooling me all the time.
My gosh, you don't think May 28th is that unimportant to me, do you, baby? I'll admit it was kind of a cruel joke, but look. Get back into that wonderful new dress, and we'll have dinner at the Bird of Paradise nightclub.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there, dearie.
Fine.
They say the food is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine me at the Bird of Paradise nightclub.
Yeah, great place. They give you a bird in the front room and a pair of dice in the back.
Well, in that case, some other place might be. Come in. Oh, Mayor Latrivia, good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Molly. Hello, McGee.
Hi, Latriv. Congratulate us, boy. This is our wedding anniversary.
Well, I most certainly do congratulate you. When I get home, I shall drink a toast to a lucky man and a courageous woman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
May 28th, 1946, Fibber McGee and Molly here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. The conclusion, along with another episode of Claudia, comes up next, but first...
No offense, but are you a little fat when you look in the mirror? How would you like to learn the secrets to lose 3 to 5 pounds a week easily without joining the gym or going through any crazy diets? It's called Body Sculpt by Med Diet. For the last 2 decades, we've been helping people just like you that have pounds they want to shed. We've helped millions of people lose thousands and thousands of pounds over the years. And now it's your turn. Learn the secrets of how to lose weight with one simple phone call. You'll see an amazing difference in a matter of days. Don't believe us? We'll offer you a money-back guarantee. If you're ready to start losing weight right now, call right now to learn more about your risk-free order to Body Sculpt.
Call for your risk-free offer. 800-738-5332. 800-738-5332. 800-738-5332. That's 800-738-5332.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you.
And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required.
Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary.
800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. 800-492-8164. That's 800-492-8164.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the conclusion of Fibber McGee and Molly, May 28th of 1946.
What do you mean, courageous woman? And just what is that?
Excuse me, I don't want to detain you as you must want to go out and celebrate.
Right.
But I wanted to know if I could borrow a couple of eggs, Molly.
Why, certainly, Your Honor. And if you're going to a political meeting, I also have some very ripe tomatoes.
I intend to use these eggs not for throwing, but for cooking, Mrs. McGee.
What? You a cook, Latriv?
Yes, occasionally. I like to get up in the morning and make a batch of pancakes.
Isn't that wonderful?
I don't cook many things, but I often make batter cakes.
You make what?
Batter cakes.
Not than my wife, you don't make better cakes.
I didn't say anything about your wife, McGee. I merely said that I often make batter cakes.
If they're not better than mine, whose are they better than?
They're not better than anybody's. I was only trying
Well, if they're not better than anybody's, what are you bragging about?
I am not bragging. Good heavens, there are any number of prepared mixtures that one
Prepared by whom?
Well, by whatever company that puts it out, naturally.
You mean when you have company, they got to make their own batter cakes? By George Latrivia, if your hospitality...
I didn't say I made my company make their own hospitals. My own batter cakes makes it... Look, I don't own it.
Now, don't get excited, Mr. Mayor. Heavenly days, if you want to sit around and ask your guests to cook their own breakfast, I'm sure it's...
I tell you, I don't sit around on my own guests. I mean, when I start greasing a greedle, greasing a grundle, a girdle, when I make batter cook-a-bakes, cakes, you would have... Wasn't it enough? McGee?
Yes?
In about 3 weeks, I'd like you to come over and have breakfast with me. I'll mix up some batter tonight and let it set in a warm room in the meantime.
What? For 3 weeks? Why, it'd spoil, Mr. Mayor.
What are you trying to do, poison me?
What do you mean, trying? I'll guarantee it. Good day.
Well, come on, Snooky. Let's go. Get into your burlap and we'll do the town. Come on, let's go.
Oh, McGee, I'm so happy. And to think I thought you'd forgotten what May 28th was. How silly of me.
You know, Molly, this really wasn't such a sudden idea, this going out for some nightlife.
No?
No, all day long I've been wanting to take you to a club.
Well, isn't that a coincidence?
Why?
All day long I've wanted to take a club to you.
I see what you mean.
What's the most difficult part of your home to keep clean? Isn't it your kitchen floor? Every time you have it looking nice, somebody tracks it up or you spill something or the children bring in mud. But if you know the secret, it's really quite easy to have a kitchen floor that's clean and shining all the time. Just get some Johnson's Glow Coat, and in no time at all, you'll have a kitchen floor that fairly sparkles. There's no rubbing or buffing with Glow Coat. Just spread it around on the linoleum and let it dry. That's all there is to it. All you do is come back in 20 minutes to find your floor polished and gleaming, never streaked or uneven. Next time someone tracks in mud or you spill something, just wipe the floor with a damp cloth and it'll shine like new again. And apart from this handsome wax-polished beauty, you'll know, too, that your attractive linoleum is wax-protected by that tough film of Glow Coat so that it will retain its bright colors and pattern and newness far longer. Try it, won't you? Be sure to ask for Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat.
Oh, my, that was a wonderful evening, dearie.
Yeah, but Molly...
Yes?
Look, I never had any secrets from you, and I hate to be deceitful on our anniversary. I got a confession to make.
Why, whatever is it, dearie?
About them flowers you got. I changed the card on them on account I forgot to send any. They were really from Cadwallader.
Well, don't worry about it, dearie. I have a little confession to make, too.
You have? What is it?
Those flowers.
Huh?
They weren't from Otis.
Huh?
I sent them to myself and put his name on them.
You did? Well, good night.
Good night, all.
This is Harlow Wilcox speaking for the makers of Johnson's Wax Products for Home and Industry, inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday night. Good night. This is
May 28th, 1946, Fibber McGee and Molly on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Are you suffering with arthritis or osteoporosis? Do you have diabetes? Did you know that these are just 2 of the hundreds of diseases that have seen improvement with Dr. Wallach's incredible longevity products? You can't get them at a health food store. The only way to get them is to call us at 800-214-0065. That's 800-214-0065. Do you have heart disease, fibromyalgia, or high blood pressure? Do you have a terrible time losing weight? Dr. Wallach can help. He was a veterinarian and cured diseases in animals. He felt that he could do the same for humans, so he became a physician. Over 50 years of research and helping people like you goes into every bottle of Dr. Wallach's amazing discoveries. Do you want to feel better? Learn how to treat the cause of your problem rather than covering up the symptoms with drugs. Call 800-214-0065. That's 800-214-0065.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, an episode of the soap opera Claudia. This episode originally broadcast May 28, 1948.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia, based on the famous play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
Oh, what a beautiful evening it is. Shame to go back into the house. Listen.
That one bird. He always sings on the apple tree.
Almost June. I can't believe it.
And June means summer.
Our first summer, darling. In our own house. With our own baby.
You're getting excited about it?
I've been excited. I'm getting impatient.
I don't blame you.
I wonder what it'll be like. I mean, you and me.
You and I.
Are you going to correct my grammar in front of our son?
I hope that by the time our son is old enough to understand that you will have learned some grammar.
Anyways, I was saying, I wonder what it'll be like, you and I having a child. I expect everything will be different.
I expect so, but things are always different.
I used to hate the idea of life changing.
Yeah, I remember.
But I don't anymore, darling. I've gotten so that I trust tomorrow completely. Because yesterday and today were so perfect.
That's a nice compliment.
A nice feeling, too.
Well, I hope you're right.
I am.
It's time that little bird was asleep.
What time is it?
It's almost 9 o'clock.
So late? Don't think it's time this little bird were asleep, too.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Oh, good, then we can sleep late.
Want to go back into the house?
Not particularly. It's nice out here.
Uh-oh. Phone's ringing inside.
Now, who could that be at this hour?
Mama?
No, she just phoned an hour ago.
Maybe she's getting extravagant in her old age.
Not a chance. She said she was coming back up in the morning, and unless something's happened.
Hello. This is Norton Residence. Hello, hello.
David, you goop. What if it's somebody?
Who you want to speak to?
Who is it, for heaven's sakes?
Missy Norton. Yes, she here.
Give me the phone.
She busy now, but she speak to you. Have patience.
You belong in a lunatic asylum.
Shh. He'll hear you.
Who'll hear me?
The man who's calling you.
A man? For me?
I don't know if I want you talking to a strange man in front of your Japanese butler. What'll he think of your husband?
I think he's crazy no matter what. David, who is on the phone? Give it to me, please.
Were you expecting a call from a man?
Are you jealous?
No.
Not much.
Just to prove it to you. Here, talk to him.
Thank you so much. Hello? No, you didn't disturb me from anything much. Who is this? Oh, Mr. Varney. Well, hello.
Mr. Varney? I don't know any Mr. Varney.
You may not, but I do. He's a theatrical producer I saw in New York the day before yesterday, remember?
No, him. He can't be much of a producer if he didn't spot your dramatic talent.
What's that? Oh, no, I was just talking to my butler. He's so incompetent. Oh, you're up in Eastbrook. Well, just a second, and I'll ask my husband.
No, I've been promoted. Now I'm your husband.
David, be serious for a
I'm
moment.
serious. I'm very serious.
Jim Varney is just down the road a little ways, and he wants to drop in and say hello. He's at the Riddles.
The Riddles?
Yeah.
That's the house just over the hill.
Yeah.
Maybe he isn't as stupid as I thought. Maybe he's going to ask you to be in his theater company after all.
That is not the point. All he wants to know is, can he drop in?
Well, do you want him to?
Oh, I just as leave not. It's such a beautiful night to be alone.
Well, I think maybe it'd be nice. After all, he's going to be up here all summer, and since you have such serious theatrical aspirations...
I think you're trying to get rid of me.
How'd you guess? Go on. Tell him come over.
Oh, all right. But remember, if he stays and stays after you get sleepy, it was your idea.
I think women get married just so they can have a husband to blame things on.
How'd you guess? Hello, Mr. Varney. We'd love to have you come over right away. Who'd you say? Of course I've heard of her. We'd love to have you both. Goodbye.
Who is her?
Victoria Manners.
Who is Victoria Manners?
You mean to say you've never heard of her? She's
Never.
a famous actress.
The name has a familiar ring.
She played the lead in Outrageous Fortune last winter.
Oh, that's it.
You don't seem the least bit excited that she's coming over to visit us.
I'm not. Why, should I be?
Well, I think that a good enough reason would be that I am.
All right, if it pleases you. Now, I'm excited.
Oh, you.
Now, come on. Let's sit in the living room. I'm tired of standing around this phone like a couple of cigar store Indians.
You can sit down, but I've got things to do.
For instance?
Powder my nose, comb my hair, fill the ice bucket, get some potato chips, distribute cigarettes, clean the ashtrays, which you keep filled with tobacco.
When did you say these people were coming?
Right away.
Maybe they'd better come next week instead.
David, how do I look? I don't expect you to say I look nice or anything. But Do I need to change my dress?
I don't think you'll look very different in another dress, dear.
That's a big help.
As a matter of fact, you look pretty all right. Now, not bad.
Don't tire yourself thinking up compliments, David.
I won't. You don't need compliments from me. I married you.
Out of pity.
You had the nicest eyes I'd seen since I was in love with my father's Cocker Spaniel.
Careful, you'll turn my head.
That's what I'm trying to do. Turn it in the direction of the ice bucket. I'll take care of the ashtray.
I know I look awful, but I'm certainly glad we vacuumed and thorough cleaned today.
Look, darling, Varney and his friend aren't here to make an inspection. It's just a social call.
Don't you care what kind of an impression we made?
Not the least bit. Uh-oh.
There's the doorbell.
I'll get it.
Introduce yourself, David.
As what, your husband or the Japanese butler?
Butler, of course.
Well, hello, I'm David Norton.
It's good to see you. I'm Jim Varney, and this is Miss Manners.
Well, I'd have known Miss Manners. Do come in.
You
Both
have
of
a charming place here, Mr. Norton.
Well, we're just beginning. Needs a lot of work, a lot of furniture, and a lot of everything else.
Your wife tells me you're an architect.
What does Claudia do anyway? Pass my card around to anybody she thinks is a potential client?
I'm sure you don't need any help from anybody. I like your house. I like it very much.
Well, it may sound immodest, but so do we. Won't you sit down? Claudia will be right in.
Thank you.
Claudia's here. Hello.
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again so soon, but it's nice.
We think it's nice, too. Hello, Miss Manners.
Hello, my dear. We've been admiring everything.
Well, I'm sorry I missed it.
Jim tells me you're interested in acting.
Not for the time being.
Well, I see what you mean. But after you've had all your children, there'll be time. You still look very young.
Have you any children?
I'm not married.
At least not at the present moment.
Oh, that's too bad.
I can understand your being so much in favor of it, with such a handsome husband.
You'll turn my head, Miss Manners.
I doubt it.
You mustn't take Victoria too seriously, Claudia.
Why not? David is very handsome. Now, wouldn't you all like something to drink?
No, not me. We just finished dinner.
There's something I would like.
Of course. Anything.
I'd like to see a little more of your house from the outside. It looks so attractive.
Do you really mean it? David, why don't you take Miss Manners out and show her the house?
Don't you want to?
You're responsible for it, darling. Besides which, you're the authority on houses in this family.
I'm not making a nuisance of myself, am I?
Oh, no. On the contrary. As a matter of fact, there's nothing I prefer more than bragging about this place, no matter how modest I may act.
Brag all you like to me, Mr. Norton. I know how artists feel about something they've created.
We'll be back in just a minute, Doc.
That's all right, David. Goodness, she's lovely looking.
And she doesn't waste any time, does she?
What do you mean?
Well, didn't you realize she's making a play for your husband?
Of course I realize. And I don't blame her one bit.
What did you say?
Well, she'd be a fool if she didn't notice he was handsome and attractive. And Victoria Manners isn't a fool.
And neither are you.
Neither am I. A lot of things she is.
Look, honey, you're not awfully disappointed about not getting a job with my summer theater, are you?
I'm not at all anymore. Would you be, if you were me?
If I were you, I'd probably be the happiest woman in the world.
Only Miss Manners makes me feel a little as if I had 3 legs.
She makes everybody feel that way.
What a terrible responsibility she has.
Well, I don't think she considers it that. Well, say, where's this famous rooster of yours?
Asleep on the job. He's a very baffled bird. He never knows what time of day it is. He crows all the time.
That must be very confusing for you.
Besides which, he's absolutely useless around the house. Can't even lay an egg.
Well, why don't you get him a hen?
We're thinking of it. But David says he doesn't want to start anything. We do have a cat and a dog who love to show off.
Oh, you make me feel as if I'd been dead for 20 years.
That's a funny thing to say.
Hello, we're back.
We missed you.
I didn't, not a bit.
Oh, Jim, you must get Mrs. Norton to show you around sometime.
Anytime, I'd love to.
And now that I've been terribly rude, stolen David away from you two, and poked my nose into everything, I think we'd better go, Jim.
Yes, it's a long drive back to town.
Such a lovely night. I wish I were driving someplace. Oh, you have no coats or anything?
Thanks for letting us drop in, honey.
Well, come again, won't you?
Thank you.
We will. Indeed we will. I'll be in Eastbrook all summer, too. And now I'm rather looking forward to it. Good night, all.
Good night. Summer's almost here, isn't it?
I like Varney. He likes you, too.
Professionally.
Wish I'd had a chance to talk with him.
It was a funny evening, wasn't it?
They certainly didn't stay long.
David, she is beautiful, isn't she?
Not bad.
Such long legs and such a little waist.
I didn't notice.
You must be blind. I think you would have enjoyed seeing a nice, slender woman for a change.
For a change from what?
For a change from me.
Now, what do I want to change for?
For a change.
Besides, you're not slender.
Should say I'm not now.
You're skinny. I've always said you could put a little more on your bones.
Oh, darling, you're being so sweet.
I'm not being sweet. After the baby's born, I insist that you try to keep some of this weight. It's very becoming.
Sometimes I think you're plumb crazy.
Now, why am I crazy?
Here, one of the most beautiful women in America was making a play for you, and you won't even admit you've noticed.
You're the one who's crazy. She liked the house.
Oh, Victoria Mann is interested in architecture. She liked you. And I'm proud of it. Wonderful to be married to a man whom other women want.
You're imagining things.
Trouble with you, David Norton, is I don't think you appreciate beautiful women.
Oh, don't I?
You couldn't, or you'd have...
How'd you like to take a drive, Mrs. Norton?
Me? At this hour?
You see, it's a very beautiful night. And I'm very much in love with a very beautiful woman. And there are a few things I'd like to say to her under a beautiful moon.
Darling, I didn't mean me. I'm not beautiful.
Who cares what you think? I think you are. And that's more important. So here, take my hand. I dream of Claudia with the light brown hair, floating like a do-do-do-do-do-do.
Going on a picnic Sunday? Don't forget the Coke. Remember, any kind of food tastes better with ice-cold Coca-Cola. Picnic food most of all. Whatever you do to celebrate Decoration Day, it'll be a pleasanter celebration if Coke's along. Your friendly bottler of Coca-Cola has asked me to send you his wishes for a good holiday weekend.
Hello there, Mr. King.
Oh, Mr. Varney. Thought you'd be halfway into New York by now.
Well, we're on our way. I just thought I'd tell you what a very especially attractive couple I thought the Nortons were.
I know Miss Manners thought David was.
Yes, so much so that I'm almost a little sorry I brought her up to the Nortons tonight. Because when Victoria Manners lets her eyes rest on a man for a moment, usually means that more will be said about it, and very soon.
I wouldn't worry about David. He can take care of himself.
Well, we'll find out on Monday. Victoria has already hinted that grass will not grow under her feet on Monday.
Well, when you know Claudia as well as I do, you'll know that this story will have quite a different ending than the one you're worrying about.
Well, you know Claudia, but I know Victoria, and my bets are on Victoria.
She can't win. You'll see.
On Monday. Well, so long, Mr. King.
So long, Mr. Varney. As I was about to say, every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again Monday at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir. And remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes. And ice-cold Coca-Cola is everywhere. These programs star Catherine Bard as Claudia and Paul Crabtree as David. And the entire production is supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney.
From May 28th, 1948, Claudia here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. If you want to build a classic radio collection of your own, go to my webpage, classicradio.stream. There you can not only stream our shows on demand, we've got links where you can learn and collect classic radio programs of your own at very reasonable costs, especially through my friend Ted over at radiomemories.com. That's radiomemories.com. We have all of that information there at our webpage, radiomemories.com. Also hope that you will please take a moment to thank this radio station and support their advertisers. It is their kindness and courtesy that allows us to be with you here each and every time we roll around on your favorite radio station. If you miss a day on this station, or if your station doesn't carry us on a particular day, We're here 7 days a week, 3 hours a day, sometimes some podcast specials. And you can find them all through iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, TuneIn, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Amazon, other places as well. Search on your favorite podcast app for Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. That's Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tell all your friends the great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.